Hi friends, welcome to Madhurma Investment. Myself Ramesh Sahu, and today we are having session on current ratio. In this session we will see what is current ratio, how to calculate current ratio, what are the different scenarios of current ratio, and what is good current ratio. And in this all we will also see a current ratio calculation of Reliance Industries. So before I start with this session, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe and press bell icon for future updates. Current ratio actually tells you about the short-term financial condition of a company, like how company is performing, how whether they are able to pay their expenses, how much profit they are making in a short term. So this is what current ratio will tell you about. So let's understand this with the help of a definition. Current ratio is a liquidity ratio that measures the company's ability to pay short-term obligation. So what does it mean? So for running any business, we have expenses like raw material, staff, salary, rent, electricity bill. So pay all these expenses. Is my company able to generate sufficient sales, that is asset, to pay all those expenses? That is what current ratio will tell you. Current ratio is calculated by dividing current asset by current liabilities. So to understand current ratio in much better way, let's understand what is current asset and current liabilities. So what is current asset? A cash or the other asset that can be converted in cash within a fiscal year is called current asset. So if I talk about it in a common language, it means in my business anything that can generate cash within a fiscal year is called current asset. So let's see how I can generate cash in my business. So first is cash. Let's say you have cash money in your business account. So that is a simple form of a cash. Second is bank deposit. You have a bank deposit. You had a cash which you have converted in bank deposit in past. So now you can break it anytime and convert it into cash. So that is the second form of generating a cash. Third is marketable securities. Let's say you have invested some of the amount in stock market uh, securities, which you can sell those securities and convert it into a cash. So that is one form of generating a cash. Account receivable is like, let's say you have sold some of the your inventories in the past to any of your client. Now you are going to get amount of it. So those are account receivable. Inventories, let's say in your go down or in your office you have a lot of inventories which are unsold, so you can sell those inventories in short time and you can generate cash in that way. Third is prepaid expenses. Let's say any of your suppliers you have paid, like for those raw materials you have already paid in advance, so now you can get those raw material and generate your product and sell it in the market. So in that way also you can like generate a cash. Short term loan advances. Let's say you have given some kind of short term loan to any of the person, so now you can get a interest plus the loan capital amount as in the form of cash. So this is also one of the way of generating cash. So these are the different ways of generating cash. There are many others, but these are the major ways in which you can generate a cash in a short term. So the short term, so this is called current asset. So now let's see what are current liabilities. Current liabilities are the short-term obligations that need to be paid within the current financial year. So to run my business, I have a lot of like expenses that I need to pay on regular basis. Those are called current liabilities. So what are different types of current liabilities? Account payables, employee salaries, raw materials cost, electricity bill, rent of a office, all these expenses you have to pay on a regular basis. So those are called account payables. Short term loan. So you have taken any kind of short term loan to run your business. So now you have to pay interest and the loan amount. So those are called current liabilities. Cash credit and overdraft limit. Nowadays bank provide overdraft limit to the businessman. So let's say you have taken that, now you have to repay that overdraft limit. So that comes under your current liabilities. Advance from the customer. So let's say you have taken some kind of advance from the customer for to deliver that product. So now you have to deliver that product. So to manufacture that product you have to like have some expenses. So those are called current liabilities. Outstanding expenses are like your insurance, your transport expenses, your hotel expenses. All this comes under outstanding expenses. So now we know what is current asset, current liabilities, and how to calculate current ratio. So but in when we calculate a current ratio, there are different aspects of seeing a current ratio. So let's understand that with the different scenarios. So first scenario is when current ratio is equals to 1. That means your current asset is equals to current liabilities, and in this case you are able to pay all your expenses, but there is a problem. There is no cash available after paying all your expenses, so you can't plan for any growth or any kind of expansion in this case. So second scenario is when your current ratio is less than 1. That means your current asset is less than current liabilities. That means you're generating less cash and your expenses are high, so you're unable to pay your current expenses. So to pay those expenses you have to borrow money from somewhere, right? So this is like a scenario where like you're having less cash and you have to borrow money for like producing your product. Scenario 3, in this case your current ratio is greater than 1. That means your current asset is greater than current liabilities. That means you are able to pay all your expenses, you're generating enough cash, and you have excess money available with you, which you can use for expansion and growth purpose. So now we have seen different scenarios of current ratio, but what is good current ratio? So let's understand this. So current ratio, which is in between 1.3 to 3, is a good current ratio because in this case you are able to pay all your expenses. At the same time you have enough cash available to like plan for expansion and growth. But there is a catch. What if your current ratio is greater than 3? So this means you are having a lot of cash which you are not able to use it, right? So that means you are not utilizing your asset properly. So you would like, if you have a lot of asset, you should invest those assets in some other form and you generate more business, right? So in this case you are not able to do this. So that's why you see a lot of companies come up with the option of buyback, because they have a lot of cash in their account, so they buy back their stock from the stock market. So these are the different way of analyzing our current ratio. Let's see a live example of Reliance Industries with the current ratio. So to check this, I'm using money control site for calculating a current ratio of Reliance Industries. So here you can see your current asset is 258 and 260 crores, divided by your current liability is 4.2916 crores. So in this case your current ratio is 0.62. So that's what we had in this session. So if you have any question, please put it in the comment box. I will reply to all your queries, and if you like it, please subscribe, and thanks for watching. Have a good day.